Sharkey, and you're watching J. Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J. Ross hanging out with my cat Isaiah Sharkey, y'all.
What's up,
Guitars for D'Angelo and the Vanguard. Now, I'm going right in on this cat here though, because he's so young. Man, how you feel playing with all them old heads, man? I'm just teasing y'all.
Man, you know what? I actually, it's a dream of mine to be able to play with some of the people that I've played with.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing. And, you know, starting out as a fan for, you know, a fan of D'Angelo, you know, it's to be on stage and playing with him and sharing music and creating music with him is a dream.
Yeah, but you ain't but 19. They got you drinking prune juice already, man.
Oh, man.
No, but coming up, Zay, now you are really starting to make a name for yourself. You're blowing up around the country, everybody saying your name and all of that. How did that make you feel as opposed to like all the time you done put in and practicing and just getting prepared for a situation such as this?
First of all, I feel blessed because this is something I always wanted to do. I've been, you know, playing for like 21 years, so you know, it was a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and effort in trying to get to this point of playing, and I'm still trying to reach, you know, for the next point.
Yeah.
You know,
So now, growing up, your pops being a preacher and all, how did he feel about you playing? Now, I know you started in church, but as you gravitated toward the not secular, I guess it is secular. You start playing out more with R&B artists. How did he feel about that?
He didn't have a problem with it at all. My father was he actually started out playing when he was 4 years old in clubs and doing a lot of the secular music, R&B music, funk and stuff, and so he just felt like good music is good music.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as you are carrying yourself and conducting yourself in a positive way where people can be affected, you know, and you know, in a positive way, the way you're walking, then that's all that matters. So
now the same feeling, the same knowledge that you took forth for yourself?
Absolutely. You know?
Okay, so you playing now. I just want to ask you quick, like when you on stage and you doing your solo, like you was killing last night. Like when you playing like that, do you see the notes coming before they come, or do you just play?
I just kind of let everything just flow out. I try not to think when I play. You know?
So how did you train your mind or build your vocabulary musically to where you could just do like that, where you could just flow?
For a lot of musicians, church is a big thing because you know, you have to, you know, a lot of church musicians are great musicians, so you have to be just as, you know, you have to hang with them, and then listen to a lot of records like Wes Montgomery and George Benson and piano players. I mean, just all different types of records. You trying to transcribe some of this, your favorite things that you like them, you know, what they do, and you just build your vocabulary up to a point where it's a little easier for you to express yourself after you find your own voice and you kind of get in the hang of, you know, what you want to do.
Yeah.
Then, you know, you kind of, you know, you don't have to think as much, you know.
Once again, y'all, we hanging out with Isaiah Sharkey, guitar player for D'Angelo and the Vanguard. Y'all, we hanging out at Me Too Music Studios in Belleville. And hey, but like now, can you give like the young cats coming up? Well, you young yourself, but the younger cats a little information and knowledge on being professional, you know, being on time and that type of junk.
Yeah, it's very important. One of the biggest parts of being a professional musician is, you know, being on time, being professional, learning the music, playing what's required, and you know, just it's a lot of things that you have to be mindful of. Your appearance, just the way you carry yourself, all that stuff. It being approachable, you know, being able to be approached, an approachable person.
Yeah.
And just you know, never really getting. Try not to have like a limit on, you know, what you know, the music. You know what I mean? Like learning or getting better. You don't want to get to a point where you're like, I'm the best, and you know,
right.
you can't grow from there.
Yeah, can you elaborate a little bit more on like when you said playing what you're supposed to play? You saying like a lot of times people play inappropriate
You
stuff.
don't want to overplay. You know, you kind of want to play enough for the gig. You want to play what the gig requires. So if like you're in a country setting, you want to be able to emulate what should what a country could, a country artist would need from a guitarist or a pop artist or a jazz artist or whatever.
Now, Shark, you grew up in Chicago, Cabrini Green, guitar player, man. So like when you were young, did you always imagine yourself on the big stage, or was it just something to do at first?
I never really thought about the big stage.
Yeah.
And I always just loved to play guitar. My first memory was like having a broom in my hand.
Oh, yeah?
And it was a guitar,
Now, who were you then, though?
I was my uncle, actually.
Oh, yeah? Give him a shout out.
My uncle, Eugene Sharkey. It was a video of my dad and his brothers. They had a group called the Fugitives back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And there was a video of a concert they did, and I always admired my uncle playing guitar. And so the tape would be playing, and I'd be with my broom jamming out.
Yeah.
And then I got my first guitar when I was 4. And then and since then I just always wanted to play. I always wanted to have it in my hand. I didn't really think about, man, I'm gonna be famous one day or I'm gonna play for a famous artist. I just love playing guitar.
Yeah. Now growing up and practicing it every day and getting prepared, so I guess you missed hanging out with the fellas, shooting a little ball, robbing somebody, you know. I'm just teasing. But no, did you sacrifice a lot of that kind of stuff for where you are now?
I wouldn't even say sacrifice. I would say I chose what I wanted to do.
Oh yeah?
I chose what I wanted to do. I tried to wrestle, in high school, and it didn't work out. I jammed my finger. I played basketball a little bit with my brothers, and then I jammed my finger with that. So I was like, you know what, this ain't for me, man. I'm gonna stick to what I know, and plus I just didn't have a desire to really do anything else but play. And so a lot of my time, I would come home from school, and I'll get my homework done because that was first, and then I would play the guitar until I fall out.
Yeah. Now, how did you go about establishing your own style? To where it's you.
I would say just really, it comes from learning from others, being inspired by who you admire. Spanky Alford, yes, absolutely. Spanky Alford, again, West Montgomery, all the cats that I seen on YouTube later on, just a lot of records, Larry Carlton, Barella Green, Lenny Bro, all these different people.
Yeah.
And after a while, you start to find out what it is that you gravitate towards when you look at all these different guys. You say, okay, what is this? What's the one thing that's in common that it seems to always catch me? And so, you play enough. If you hold your guitar long enough, you'll find your voice. You'll find out. You listen to a lot of different music, you'll find your voice.
All right. Well, tell all these cats who want to be on tour and stuff. One of the best things about being on tour and one of the worst things about being on tour.
Well, the best thing is that you get to do what you love to do, and sometimes it can be challenging depending on your situation. If you have like a family or a child, I have a 5-year-old, so I think that the hardest part for me is being, sometimes being away from my daughter. But,
yeah.
You just have to keep your mind right, keep stay grounded, stay rooted, and stay on right mindset. You be all right.
Yeah. Now, when your daughter hitting you up on FaceTime, texting you, Daddy, come on, Daddy. How you feeling in your spirit?
I'll be like, oh man, I gotta see my baby, but I do it for her too. So I do what I do for her. But yeah, it's a good feeling. It's like, yeah, Daddy, where are you? You get to tell her all about your endeavors and stuff and what you do, and bring her some souvenirs back so she can have something from different parts of the world.
All right, last question then. Can you get these young cats a little insight on about saving some kind of money, man? Yes. Putting some loot up.
Yes. You whenever you get an opportunity to do something and you're able to build up your finances or whatnot. It's important to pour into yourself and help yourself, help your future. You know, first you have to find out what it is your ultimate goal is. Whether, you know, if your ultimate goal is to play for artists for the rest of your life, then that's your goal. There's nothing wrong with that's your thing. Some people want to become an artist, and so if that's the case, then you know you want to take time out to pour into that vision, and you know, whatever it is.
All right, well, tell folks how they can find you, big dog.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My Facebook is my name, Isaiah Sharkey. My Twitter is Sharkey335, and Sharkey is Shark with an EY. And also my Twitter is the same.
The phone number is 713-777-9311. Hey, y'all, this your boy J. Ross. Got to send a special shout out to my homie Levi 2 King, y'all, for letting me use the studio. We in on the Illinois side, y'all, getting ready to head back to Missouri. And we going to let them bounce up out of here, y'all. This your boy J. Ross. We 10 million strong, and we are gone. Peace.